Welcome to EABL Behind the Bar, where we explore the stories and insights from the world of entertainment. Today, we are at Hero Restaurant with Alvin Bogwe, the General Manager for Spirits at East African Breweries, PLC.
Richie, welcome to Behind the Bar.
Thank you very much, Alvin. Pleasure to be here.
It's a real pleasure today that we are having a conversation at Hero Bar. And to kick off this conversation, I just want to explore more around your inspiration behind Hero, what sets you apart, and why you're doing what you're doing.
The idea is to tap into the child within each of us. The main concept is, where would a hero hang out on their day off? Where would a villain hang out on the day off? What would they be doing? What would they be drinking? What would they be eating? What kind of atmosphere would it be? What would be on the walls?
I know I've spent a few minutes here.
Yeah.
I checked in and I felt younger. And I couldn't explain what was going on.
I saw you when you first arrived, and now you look good.
I know, and I was bubbly, and I came in, I was all serious. Now I'm all chill.
There we go.
So there's something there around the hero
Absolutely,
effect.
absolutely.
Being one of our trend leading accounts, you're one of the few pubs from East Africa that is really celebrated at a global platform.
Yeah.
And you've done quite a bit to extend that from an industry perspective. Tell me a bit more about customers, preferences, the trends you're seeing. How is the industry shaping up and evolving in this space?
We've actually been very fortunate in terms of some of the global attention we've gotten.
So
we've been on the 50 bars extended list now for the last 4 years. Best bar in Africa for the last 3. So it's been a big journey.
Best bar in Africa for 3 years. So we're just not nowhere. We're in the best bar in Africa last 3 years. What a privilege for me.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Thank you for coming. Social media gives you access to the world. So you're able to see trends in, Uruguay to Kenya. So that has meant that customers are also looking for exciting things to drink, to eat. With Diageo and EABL, obviously you guys have fantastic brands. We started off with some of your entry-level brands. We've now moved into some of your premium spirits. I think it's also customer-driven. People are starting to identify labels.
How do you stay ahead of the game?
Yeah, it's a fantastic question. I think it's a question that eludes many restaurant and bar operators. No, I think it's a dance with the customer and outlet. It's a dance.
Yeah.
Sometimes the customer might need it, you might need it. Oftentimes you're the one that's trying to tell a story.
Yes.
So we're quite unapologetic with our cocktails. We want people to taste what we feel is the perfect cocktail. In terms of keeping ahead globally, look, we're very fortunate that we've had this attention. So as part of it, we've actually managed to bring in a lot of amazing bartenders from around the world. As part of that has also meant that we see what the rest of the world is doing. We get to taste what the rest of the world is doing. And then more importantly, the team and the wider community, the bar community. We want to be as open as possible. We want to get as many bartenders as possible, because by doing so, the whole market raises. And I want to be able to sit here and recommend 20 different cocktail bars around the city, because I know they're doing fantastic things.
And we've got a partnership now for a few years. Walk me through the parts where you feel you're really proud of what EABL brings, the brands we bring, and how we serve you, and how our teams serve you. And then walk me through things you think we could do better.
For Hero, it's been fantastic because we've been able to lean on Diageo and EABL to help support, bring bartenders here to pour top shelf with some of the pouring deals we have. Without that partnership, it's a lonely world, and we might not be able to do half of what we do.
Some of the tough feedback I've received having these one-on-one customer conversations has been, listen, we see this global trend up here, but then it takes X time to come to Kenya. So, either I see a ram drink that's a Diageo drink, but you guys only give it to me when it's 6 months, and I can talk about Casamigos here or something else. But what about those bits where we could be faster, agile, more decisive towards your needs?
The one small thing issue I had sometimes with Diageo is that sometimes it's a little bit cut and paste. Now, I don't like that. If we're working together with Hero, then let's do something around what Hero stands for. If you're working with another bar that has a look and
their
feel,
own niche,
then work around that. What Diageo do overall for the bartending community is very positive.
Good. Any questions for me? How am I getting out of this?
No, I mean, it's good. I mean, it's fun to sit down and have these conversations. One of the things that always excites me year on year is obviously the world-class program. What can we expect from 2025?
First of all, we've been on world class for the last 15 years in Kenya. So it's something we take a lot of pride in as a platform for our bartender community, but also for our customers to really experiment, learn, and then connect themselves into this global learning platform. Yes. But then also, where is the sustainability piece of it? Are we really embedding lifelong skills where beyond someone just working an outlet, they can actually go up and set themselves up through what they go through in world class and the exposure that it gives them.
Now, going into this next 15 years, the support that goes to the bartender, is that going to continue to be driven through your programs like
Diageo Bar Academy,
exactly,
world class?
Yeah.
We want to grow the scale of that.
Okay.
But I think one thing we're pivoting towards is just going beyond trade advocacy, which is the main channel that we work through with you guys, is also going to social advocacy.
Okay.
So our bartenders and the bartender community can also serve in third space events.
Yeah.
Can also serve in fourth space events. And there's actually a reach there so that you make it not just pub driven, bartender driven, but it's an advocacy for the whole ecosystem.
This is a curveball one, huh?
Yeah.
It's similar to what we've been talking about in terms of how Hero wants to be a driving force. Yeah. So, well, we actually are going to launch this year in September, Kenya Bartenders Week. So the idea behind it is to empower and to give the bartenders all the support they need to put forward African and Kenyan serves. So obviously with the Diageo support, with brand support, so it's going to be called Kenya Bartenders Week, and it will be to the bartenders to apply, and they put forward all the outlets and they put forward a drink with indigenous Kenyan ingredients is the hope of that.
I just think it's a beautiful idea.
Okay.
And it's high time.
Yeah. No,
Africa,
we're speaking the same language then.
Starting in Kenya,
absolutely
puts a spear to truly indigenous African cocktails.
Yeah.
Back to the world.
I agree.
So I think it's a movement we'd like to be part of.
Awesome.
I think it's amazing, and I think we have a lot to offer.
Yeah.
And thank you for having me, Annette. I've never had a platform with a world-class winner. And I'm like 12 years old in Diageo. So it's a real pleasure to be doing this for the first time in my life. I just want to know what's your favorite drink and why and how to make it.
I'm going to have 3 drinks for you. It's a flight. So our first one is going to be tequila based, which has Don Julio Blanco. And on our next one, we have the Highly Sassy. Highly Sassy is Kettle One based. Okay. It has berber, which is an Ethiopian spice infused in it. It has the special Kenyan tea. Yeah, the one we're famous for.
Kettle One and Kenyan tea.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I just played it there, KK. Go for it.
For the Kettle One, it's a pre-batch.
Yes.
So we have it already done in our lab. Good. And now this is the lemon juice. And since it's one cocktail, maybe that's enough. We have the Highly Sassy. This is how the pre-batch looks like. So you have to shake it to get all the contents outside. Yeah.
Shake it a bit.
And
so
60 ml.
So, okay, I've got the 2 pieces in. What's next?
So you're gonna...
Some ice.
Some ice, and we fill ice up to the top for a perfect dilution.
Brilliant.
Pour it inside, and we're gonna shake it up. There we have our cocktail.
Captain's tea.
Captain's tea, yes. Wild Sunfire.
Wild Sunfire, that's all tequila.
Yes.
And our Kettle One favorite.
Yes, Highly Sassy.
Richie.
Cheers. Such a pleasure.
Really pleasure. And thank you for taking me through your speed lane.
Absolutely.
Of amazing cocktails.
Awesome to have you. Awesome to have you.
Yeah, and just to close off this evening, I think my parting shot is, what are consumers loving about EABL brands? And what more can we do?
EABL, you guys have got market presence. So in terms of recognition, for sure, you guys have been doing fantastic groundwork. People recognize your brands, people choose them by name, and also you have a diverse portfolio. So you cover everything from vodka through tequila to the brand spirits and the rums and the whiskeys. So I think keep doing what you guys are doing. Keep working with bars like us.
All right.
Absolute pleasure.
Thanks again, Richie. Really love
pleasure,
it.
brother.
Cheers. All right. Cheers.
Cheers. Hero.
Hero.